University of Suffolk, Brightspace Tutorials. Creating assignments. Welcome! It's time for some of the real bread and butter of Brightspace. It's assignments time. Now, if you have a course admin, then all of the summative assignments will most likely be set up by them. That also means that beyond this tutorial, they're your best port of call if you've got any questions about how assignments work. However, it can still be useful to set up more formative assignments and to understand which options are available to you. We'll begin in the Brightspace example module. We will then select Assessment from the navbar and choose Assignments. Here you'll see that I've got 3 assignments already. These are summative assignments in my example course, and the grades will pull through to the gradebook. However, I'm going to create a formative assignment. First, we'll choose New Assignment. The title will need to go in first. You can then put your assignment guidance in using the HTML editor. That could take the form of a video if you prefer. Below you can add attachments. If you have documents detailing the assignment guidance or marking format, you could attach it here. This makes it easier for students to download. Here you choose whether it's an individual assignment or a group assignment. If it's a group assignment, you'll need to have already created at least one category of groups. That essentially means you can create different sets of groups for different purposes within your module. Also bear in mind that with a group assignment, you have to give the same mark to everyone in the group. So if you want the option to give individual marks, it's better to create individual assignments. The next option relates to the submission type. It will most likely be a file submission if you want students to upload something to Brightspace. A text submission would simply be entering some text and submitting it. An on-paper submission is less likely nowadays as we generally want things to be checked for plagiarism, but there may still be some instances where this is more suitable. Finally, observed in person refers to the assessments which take the form of presentations and so on. These should still be recorded in Brightspace. Here you can choose what you want to do with the files each time a user uploads a file. You can also choose to be notified by email for new submissions. You'll still get a notification within Brightspace itself. You can put the assignment into a category here if you want. Next, we have some feedback options. You can choose what you are scoring out of. This is generally going to be 100, so that's what I'll go with here. For summative assignments, you will want this linked to a grade item so that it pulls through for the official grading. As I've said before, your course admin will generally manage this side of things if you have one. I'm just making it formative, so we'll leave this. I'm also not going to add a rubric to this one, but we'll cover rubrics in another tutorial. Finally, if your students are using ePortfolio, this option allows you to choose whether or not they can use the assignment in it. The Restrictions tab allows you to set the dates. If you're unsure of that, we have a separate tutorial available. Release conditions will also be covered further down the line. Special Access allows you to grant an extended deadline to certain students. The Turnitin tab is where you can enable the plagiarism checker for the assignment. First, you have to check the grade mark box, then turn on the plagiarism checker. With that done, you're essentially ready to set the assignment. You may wish to create this as a topic so that it fits into the narrative of your course. I'll just show you how to do that. If we go to Table of Contents, scroll to the folder in which you want to put the assignment. select the Existing Activities drop-down menu. Choose Assignment. Then select your assignment from the list. You can then select the assignment to display the topic. This shows the guidance and attachment that we added earlier. It also shows some of the options we chose, such as submission by file and only keeping the most recent submission. That's all for now, folks. Thanks for watching this tutorial. For more information about Brightspace, visit our LibGuides pages on libguides.urs.ac.uk/Brightspace. Here you'll find details about support or training, what to do if you have specific questions, as well as a range of tutorials and FAQs.